All right, guys. Ibrahim, you know, I'm going to respond to, there's this guy on YouTube, a brother at Triple A, where they commonly call, it does his YouTube on SN Radio, but not Triple A, when I Sabias. The guy who can travel around Sierra Leone, you know, they make we see places them wait until we don't see and all of that. But he's on SN Radio, and they're getting Triple A YouTube channel as well. And I'm also going to respond to Sidi Tunis, the PRO of the APC party. Actually, I was not even going to respond to Sidi Tunis, right? But I decided for respond to Sidi Tunis after I saw this Triple A in YouTube channel, you know, that somebody shared with me. Say, hey, Ibrahim, listen to this guy, Triple A. You know, so I felt the need for me to actually just use this opportunity to respond to both Sidi Tunis of the APC party, the PRO, and that of Triple A. I'm just going to do 2 for 1, right? I mean, if you guys know, it's been a while. I don't do lives. I don't even do WhatsApp messages anymore, you know, because it's what is happening in our country is very sad. And by the way, sorry to my brothers and sisters in other parts of the world. If I'm speaking Creole, Patois, this is because I really want my brothers and sisters up in the provinces across the country to hear me and understand exactly what is actually going on. So I'm going to play, you know, the excerpts from the YouTube that I listened of Triple A, and then I would respond to those areas as I go. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play those areas, and then I'm going to respond as I go. All right. So make sure you share this live with everybody else, and then we'll get it going here. But again, I'm going to respond to Triple A, and I'm going to use this opportunity to respond to Triple A and that of Sidi Tunis. Because like I said, initially, I was not even going to respond to Sidi Tunis, right? I was just going to, not even respond at all. Because at this point, I allow Salon people to make the evaluation for themselves. You know, we don't teach for the past 5-6 years, civic education, educating, sensitizing our people about their rights and how to protect our democracy. So we've done that job. So if I not talk safe again, Sierra Leoneans not hear me again. The effect of what we've done over the years, it's there and it's going to take a hold. And it don't take hold of the country. Because no political party, not for day, where they win elections, you say, I don't want me winning, I'm going to move on to the next elections. That is a sacrosanct fact. That's common sense. That's not even me trying to sweet smart and make anything sugar-coated, right, guys? That's just the basic facts. It is the reality of what is actually happening in Sierra Leone. We get an election where results not available. We ought to be ashamed of ourselves. So what I want to do, without much ado, let me go ahead and play this. Listening to Triple A in YouTube, where you do. Now, also, I believe a lot of you guys know Triple A, but he has his SN Radio on YouTube. Now, they do this particular presentation, so I wanted to respond to it because, you know, it saddens me when people like Triple A wait on the diaspora for so long. We get experience about what life should be like for our people in Sierra Leone. This is a man we recently do a video where he gonna Moaf, Rendicam, and show the filth and the nastiness in our country. And people like AAA knows that we deserve so much more better. But unfortunately, instead of them taking what they've learned from the diaspora, can go to Sierra Leone, not only for go kiss the asses of these guys, because people like AAA, then they go to Sierra Leone, they want freely, no oppression, no suppression, nobody they harass them, nothing like that, no. Because he's playing it safe, right? And they show video them, show communities, they show how, you know, the country day and all that stuff. And people tend to appreciate them. But the fact that these guys don't open up their political mind to see the sufferings and the pains of our people at this point in time, it saddens me, and which is why I'm going to respond to this, because just for the sake of them few, because I know how Sierra Leoneans they, a lot of times you have to bring them back in. Let we know what they fit for now. The fact of the matter is this, and this is where we stand, people like myself, Ibrahim, right? And you get other folks that are standing up for democracy in Sierra Leone. What we believe is, we had an elections, we don't have the results of that elections. We get election, we then condemn internationally across the world, say it not be free, it not be fair, it was not tabulated properly, and it lacks statistical inconsistencies. So much statistical inconsistencies. The whole world condemned the elections of June 24th, 2023. It is a sacrosanct fact. If you love democracy, if you love your country, if you believe in the constitution of the land, where you look at section 5, we tell we for say, through this constitution, sovereignty belongs to the people, and the government derives its legitimacy, its authority and its power from the people. You don't go talk like how people like Triple A they talk. You don't go talk like people like Sidi Tunis, who have sold out. These guys, of course, I cannot imagine, you know, for Lay Komosa and Komot from the PMDC, SLPP, or whatever the nonsense is, SLPP to PMDC now is APC, is the spokesperson for the APC party. It come up from the southeast. and brothers and sisters in a power they like today. And for that guy, they sell out your own political party, then they go and propagate about the fact that they know say they win the elections, but they're gonna move on to the next elections because they don't want their victory. And people like myself don't take a position. We say we're gonna defend democracy. And that is where we stand, and nothing is gonna change that. And this is why we are winning. And the people don't resonate with me because we're not the can lie on them. So when I listen to this, I'm gonna play this audio, and they respond in real time to AAA. Like I said, it's 2 for 1. I'm going to respond to AAA and Sidi Tunis at the same time. So let's listen.
But we could continue for bring that 2 day to with people.
So the one they were
So Khadija, they ask Constitution and Liberty TV, eh?
Still they live in 2023. Now our members then CD. Are they on their own?
Well, we not necessarily say now we member there.
So Khadija, they say, them people there, we still a tower for this electoral justice. Now I remember them. So they on their own, because the way they talk so now say, una no mix for that one day. Una now 2028 now on a mission. See they say, you know, necessarily say, now APC people le more.
Ibrahim.
You sabi Ibrahim not also? We be the day with KKY. I don't know how we end up that way, the way we end up downtown. Wait till don't turn right now.
All right, let's pause right there first of all. It looks like this brother AAA hold a lot of resentment against me. I don't know from what angle. I don't know if he be there against KKY back in the day when I was supporting KKY. I believe, say, I don't know what's in I'm position. But as a citizen of Sierra Leone, when I look at the Yumkala resume, everybody knows that. I say, this man, this kind of Sierra Leonean, we get him. We don't go all over this world. Don't walk, don't get connections. I say, this is the kind of person will give opportunity for govern our country, and the lives of our people will be transformed. People like AAA then see me position what take. I get right for support, anybody who I want for support. I like to see Chris Man at it. If na in the post I feel say I want support for the be president, it is my right as a citizen. But no, I don't support Chris Mano. I support Kande Yumkela, a well-known figure internationally. Nobody can go take it away from Kande Yumkela. In credential, powerful. Nobody can take it away from him. But Deleka today, where he show himself say is a useless idiot, when I all see back where I come up here now. I don't know resentment where this guy gets against me, AAA, where they can't tell me for say, you don't know how me don't turn to which I turn to. What is he talking about? You know, these are the kinds of things where I'm for really like for let me and this guy like debate him, but one-on-one, let's get a conversation. Like tell me how I turn for be waiting. Well, if anything, I don't stand up for be a patriot to my country. I love my country. People have sacrificed my time. They work Sunday morning net. They do audio, sensitizing our people, standing up for protect democracy. What do you don't do for protect democracy in our nation? Other than the fact that you travel across the country, show we Moyambade, show we Bo, show we the clock tower there. What have you done to sensitize and educate Sierra Leoneans about their basic fundamental human rights? So I don't know what kind of resentment you get against me, but the way you sound here, very condescending and very disrespectful. I've never disrespected you. I don't know why you feel so you for disrespect me that way. And you get nothing against me to say that you get any position where you go counter for say Ibrahim has done anything wrong. When I almost say everything I stand for is the fact. So I don't know who's your position. But because again, when I don't get this sense of patriotism and nationalism, when a patriotism and nationalism, na to una political party, una region, una section, them una come out. So when I feel say we all operate that way. No, I've taught my own people earlier. I don't teach them. For say section 13B of the Constitution, it teach them for say every citizen shall cultivate a sense of nationalism and patriotism so that your loyalty should lie to the state and not to your political party, your section, your region, and all this other nonsense where you guys have una allegiance to. So AAA, I don't know where you're going with this, but I'll continue for listening to this guy, and then we'll take it from there. By the way, you guys would have seen the video of Sidi Tunis, we're going to Liberty, where he talk. Now that video, Naim, AAA, they use now for analyze about me, whatever the case is, and other people that are standing up for electoral justice, you know, and all of that. Let's listen to this.
For the propagate within, I don't know, even within himself, if he feels to say that the right thing they do.
AAA, they question my judgment. What gives you the audacity, the temerity, you know, for even question my own judgment? Where you have nothing again to go against everything I've been saying, AAA. What I've been doing for Sierra Leone is standing up for democracy, standing up for the civil rights of the people,